Here is the newest offering from Halloween Skulls. Like a Jack in a Box. I don't know if his name was Jack, but here's a skull in a box. So the skull is mounted on this wooden box. That is a exhaust fan for heat that gets generated inside the box. And everything is completely self-contained. I'm going to spin this around so we can see what the back looks like. And in the back here we have a door. And if we open up this door, we'll take that off there. Just lift that open. And inside you will see the little stick computer right there. And there's a power supply on the other side. Hard to see, it's dark in here, but I'll put some pictures in here so you can see. And you see that threaded shaft is the center shaft that runs up that the head is attached to. In the back you'll see a super quiet running fan. It is not running right now. I've turned the power off. And you've got this set of connections over here. The only thing that's an input right here is the power cord, and you'll have a power cord, probably a black one. But this is what I had in the shop right now. That's your power switch, turns on the power to everything. This one here is the audio output, so I'm plugging a powered speaker into that connection. And this is my powered speaker. It's you can use any powered speaker, computer speakers, anything. I got that one at Best Buy, but anything will do. And this last connector here is a DMX output for a spotlight if you want it. I just connected that, so that spotlight runs up the wall and into my shop ceiling, and you will see there's a spotlight aimed at the skull. Of course, he's looking around the other way right now, but I'll fix that. All you have to do to start this thing up is first turn the power on, the main power, which is this switch right here. Good, so that's now going on. That starts up the fan that's in the back and sends power to the skull. And now we have to turn on the stick computer. So you reach in there and you push that button for about 3 seconds. And I know it's hard to see, but there's a power button right there, and I'm going to push it and hold it in 1, 2, 3. And now I'm going to latch this door back up. Let's see. Usually I do this with 2 hands, but there we go. Now I'm going to turn this computer around, the whole box. And the fan is running. Probably don't hear it. It's very quiet. So there we go. It's ready to go. What's happening right now is the computer is booting up. As it boots up, it will open up the program called Helmsman, which is a playlist player for VSA files. And it will play a collection of VSA files, which you will choose. And I'll put in order in there. It's separated usually by music. So there'll be a minute's worth of music play, and then the first routine, and then another minute for music, and then another routine. That's so that if a group of people come and gather around the skull after it does its routine, the first music just started playing. You can hear that now. After it does its routine, they get an opportunity to watch that, and then when the music's playing and the skull is just sitting there, then they move on to the next place in your haunt. This could be to give them a welcome at the entrance to the haunt and explain the haunt rules, or it could be part of the haunt. Could be anything you want. So basically, it's just a black box with a skull on top of it. This will play for 1 minute, and then it's going to just start going into the first routine, which I've put in there. In this case, that one is the Twilight Zone. And once again, I'm going to show you up here. That is where the spotlight is. It's going to be aimed at the skull. And as soon as this is done, it's going to go.
There is a fifth dimension, beyond that which is known to man. It is a dimension as vast as space and as timeless as infinity. It is the middle ground between light and shadow, between science and superstition, and it lies between the pit of man's fears and the summit of his knowledge. This is the dimension of imagination. It is an area which we call The Twilight Zone.
And there's the music again at the end. We'll open the door here, let some light in. And there you go. So this gives people a chance to move on to the next thing in your haunt. And the skull gets ready to play its next routine. That's it. Completely self-contained from Halloween Skulls. Look for it on the website.